Muzzammil Hassan took the stand for the third day today at his trial for the beheading of his estranged wife.
He's recounting years of events preceding the 2009 murder of his wife at the Orchard Park TV studios. And a long line waited to get in the courtroom for the trial today, which resumed this afternoon at Erie County Court. Hassan had a heated exchange with the judge over evidence before the jury was brought in. Hassan then asked to leave the courtroom after the judge denied a request, but he stayed after he was told his attorney would take over for him.
News 4's Lori Schultz has been in the courtroom for these developments, and she joins us now live from Erie County Court. Lori?
Don and Jackie, so many twists and turns in this case, and I thought for a minute there that the defendant was going to leave the courtroom, but he did reconsider, as you said, and when he took the stand, he was very calm and cool, very mild-mannered when he addressed the jury here at Erie County Court. Now, he's definitely a man fighting for his life. He continued to recall emails between he and his estranged wife, trying to paint her as a controlling and demeaning woman. Today, he testified that, quote, he cried over an hour and took 10 sleeping pills, the closest he came to committing suicide, when he returned home in late 2007 from a month-long trip, only to find an order of protection against him. He claimed he pleaded with God, quote, send me guidance. Prosecutors continued to raise objections during his narrative-type testimony. Last week, they argued that he stabbed and beheaded his wife because she dared to file for a divorce. Mr. Hassan's legal advisor spoke to reporters just moments ago. Here he was asked why Mr. Hassan's siblings and other relatives weren't called to testify on his behalf.
Well, I don't want to get into all the details, but there's logistical impossibility for various reasons, but there's also relevance issues. Obviously, the court keeps out a lot of witnesses based upon their relevance. If they did not see certain things, it's difficult for them to justify why you would call such a person. So there are lots of reasons that go into why you would and would not call anyone.
And Lori Schultz back live outside Erie County Court. Now, jurors were dismissed for the day, excused for the day, just around 5 o'clock. But then the judge, the defendant, and the attorneys all met after that to discuss some other legal housekeeping type matters, and among that, the subpoenas that he had issued last week. And from what I understand, the Dr. Horowitz, who was a witness for the prosecutor, will be testifying on Mr. Hassan's behalf sometime this week. We expect that to happen the next day or two. And even if his testimony continues, the defendant will just be out of order, and he'll be allowed to do that. So that's the latest live. We'll, of course, bring you the very latest on News 4. Live, Lori Schultz, News 4.